Request priority transport for the plaza. Should have all the barrels ready soon.
What's up, agents? Biz here with another Division 2 video. On my last one, I told you we had a lot to discuss still, as TU15 is finally here. And with it, we got a lot of new content. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the new gear set Heartbreaker, and why it's the breath of fresh air this game needed. As always, if you're new here, or you've been around since the dawn of the industrial age, you are welcome here. This channel is all about getting better together, and I am grateful that you chose to spend your time here. If you can, take a sec and help the channel that helps you by hitting that like and subscribe button so you never miss a video. Also, leave a comment below what next gear or weapon piece from TU15 you'd like me to cover so we can get better together. While you get to that, let's strap up, crack an ice cold liquid death, and get down to it. Okay, so I finally got my hands on the Heartbreaker gear set, and boy, does it live up to the hype. Before we go any further, I want to thank whichever dev came up with this one. You are not getting paid enough. But really, this economy and inflation, who is? I really couldn't wait to get this gear set and build out with it. Watching Roll Gold and KVD mess around with it in the PTS was making me question all my choices in buying a Mac and not having a PC to play on. Listen. All that's in the past now, though, and boy, am I impressed. For those uninitiated to this gear set, Heartbreaker drops as the ultimate armor DPS setup. This gear drops with a blue core attribute. You're also getting one random attribute and a mod slot on the chest, backpack, and mask. Heartbreaker has a similar vibe to Striker's battle gear when it comes to the talents. So the first bonuses begin at 2 pieces where you get 15% bonuses to AR and LMG damage. 3 pieces, you're going to get a 15% bonus to weapon handling, much like Strikers. The space where it gets very similar, yet a little better, is when you get to the 4-piece bonus. The Heartstopper bonus will apply a pulse to any enemy you headshot for 5 seconds. Any weapon hits on pulsed enemies will add a stack of 1% bonus armor and 1% damage to pulsed enemies for a max of 50 stacks. This means that you can get up to 50% bonus armor and 50% damage to pulsed enemies at those max stacks. Gear sets always have a chest and backpack talent that will buff the 4-piece bonus, and Heartstopper doesn't break that trend either. You get an increase to 100 stacks with the chest, and you get a bonus from 1% to 2% bonus armor with the backpack. I think they really did a great job with this gear set. Rewarding Pulse and giving it power again reminds me of Division 1 and the Pulse builds back then. Let me know what you think in the comments below, though, and how you're liking Heartstopper and TU15. Now that we know what this gear set does, let's take a peek into how we're using it to the max potential. To start, we arrive on a gunner specialization. This isn't the prettiest option, but I like it for the extra armor on kill, along with the faster reloads. I know a lot of people are going big on the tactician for the link laser, and I see the value in it right now. Something tells me it won't be around when the new specialization rework comes in, so I'm not trying to depend on it. One thing I will depend on is my own skill aiming. I've been saying this for a little bit now. Turn off that aim assist. You're literally scoping in on the center mass, so this gear set won't even work. Turn it off. You're welcome. Overall, this is a 3 blue, 3 red core setup with all attributes set to red. For my first build in TU15, had to go with crit chance and damage. But I'll probably also set up an identical version of this with weapon handling and see how that goes. Stay tuned. Going into weapons, we started the Eagle Bearer. I feel the EB is a good play here as you're going for headshots as a means to pulse. Should you land a killing blow, tenacity will add to your existing survivability. And we like this. We pair that EB with an ACS-12, more specifically, the Rock and Roll. Like I said earlier, this gear set is very similar to Strikers, and the way stacks work is identical. This means you get a stack for every pellet landed on a pulsed enemy. I did the math, and should you land your whole shot, you'll be at full stacks in 15 rounds. Very nice. No surprise to see 4 pieces of Heartbreaker when we move into the gear here. We also use the chest talent to get the 100 stack bonus. This means any pulsed enemies are going in at us 100% weapon damage and up to 100% bonus armor. I didn't use the backpack, and for good reason. Vigilance is a talent that grants a 25% damage bonus if you're not taking damage. I found out over the weekend that losing bonus armor doesn't affect Vigilance. Since there will be plenty of bonus armor, this was a great idea to try out and it works. Finishing off the gear, we arrive at Contractors Gloves. I still think Contractors will be the more useful out of the Contractors Fox's Prayer debate, especially with new LMGs coming in. So that's why we went with the gloves here. Ultimately, though, swapping the two of them from time to time would be beneficial for your proficiency, so don't be afraid to make this adjustment. Rounding out the skills, we have a Reviver Hive, as I've been running mostly in Countdown and on my Manhunt. Can't go wrong with an extra life in the open world, but please swap that out if you take Sins of the Dark Zone. You have been warned. I also threw on a scanner pulse for my insurance to be confident enemies are getting pulsed. I didn't think I would like that on this setup, but after playing it, I really do. Everything gets pulsed, which means everything's helping me proc my Heartbreaker bonuses. Overall, with only the buffs I have, my Eagle Bearer is hitting for 1.4 million on crit headshots. If I'm running with a future initiative or someone with opportunistic, man, that'd be spicy. I really like this gear set, man, 10 out of 10 for me. The trick really is keeping the pulse going, because without that, you're not getting stacks. It's not worth it. I think that's a good enough of a balance for me and the community. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Either way, that will wrap things up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe so you never miss a beat. I'll catch you all next time, though. Biz out.